David Bowie there, Inxs here. Your next song is Devil Inside, which you've chosen, Inxs. There's a bit of a story about this song, isn't it? This is the first song you learned?
Yeah, well, actually, the first video I ever saw of Inxs was Don't Change. And then, you know, a little while later, I was in Canada at my grandparents' farm, and it's a little black and white TV, 12 inches. And,
what, TV? Or?
Well, you know, I
GPS
I hit puberty early. Hit puberty early. But, you know, I was coming down, they have these loft stairs, and I heard this, you know, out of the, because the speaker was shit. And I'm like, what is that? And I'm going, wow. And I, you know, tried to tune in the thing, and here's Devil Inside. And I swear to God, the show repeated 8 hours later. And I remember watching, and I went, okay, I'm going to watch this 8 hours from now. And I got to see the whole thing. And I saved up all summer for a guitar, because that was the very first song. Had this red BC Rich knockoff sort of thing called a Housed or something like that. And you know, I was literally going plank, 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 plank.
And you're only 8 years old or something.
No, I was 87. I would have been like 14. So,
okay.
You know, and
still can't play it.
Oh,
yeah, now I'm. And yeah, so that's it was actually the very first song. See, I'd grown up with my grandparents. My parents got divorced, and I was listening to like Buddy Holly, Elvis Presley, Jerry Lee Lewis. You know, and it was really the very first time that I'd heard a rock riff that affected me with that sort of beat that, you know, it had all the elements of the music that I love to listen to, but it was much more...
now.
It was now, yeah, it was much more...
It was your sound. That sound is your sound.
Yeah.
Like, and
and that's what it was. It was a sound that I'd never heard, and it belonged to Inxs. And
JC123 or Marshall, mate.
There you go. That's how you go. Now,
Nice.
you said this was your least favourite clip.
Oh, yeah, well, look, you know, love Joel Shoemaker, and we were very excited to work with him, but it was at a point, you know, in our career where the reason I think we'd achieved so much success in America at that, you know, then was because we were so different. And, you know, most of the videos we'd done up until then in that block of period with Richard Lowenstein, and they're all groundbreaking and very different. And it was the first time we ever worked with an American director.
He went on to do some very big things.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean,
absolutely.
But
for me, you know, the video came out looking just so American. It really put me off, because we'd sort of, prided ourselves on being different and being Australian and being, you know, left of centre and not the same as everything that was going on there. And when we got the video back, it just looked so sort of American and kind of video.
But the thing was, it looked so different from everything that was going on in Australia.
True. And when I saw Daphne, who was one of the contestants on the show, I swear to God, she looked like the clone image of the girl with the dark hair.
Yeah, right.
And I went, oh, wow, that's weird. Like,
and Paula Abdul choreographed this video as well. So I mean, Joel Schumacher, who, you know,
it's a big name,
and it's a legendary director.
And Tim lets me use that skateboard from time to time to go up and down the street.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. We got all the goss. Devil Inside. Here it is. The Killers there. Kirk, your choice. Tell me about them.
I just think they're a great band, and, you know, along with a whole stack of bands that are just coming out of the woodwork now. I mean, the two obvious ones are them and Franz Ferdinand, but, you know, it's just kind of really bringing rock music back into the world again, and bands again, and I think that's only a good thing. And Killers are a killer.
A bit like Machine Gun Felicia.
Oh, you're such an old softie. You'd bloody jack me off. Go on, telly. Yeah, listen, it's been great to have you here. It's lovely to finally meet you, and, you know, and good to have you back in Australia. What's next? I mean, overall, I mean, obviously you're touring, you know?
Yeah. Tour.
Tour. Because you're known for it, aren't you? 4,000 shows?
Unfortunately, yeah. We've dug our own grave.
Well, can I actually then change that question to, how much touring will you do? I mean, you guys are older now, but you're known for 2 years out the road.
We're going to try and get to all the territories that love the album, basically, that want us. So, you know, in the past we've been very popular in Europe, South America, Southeast Asia, you know, Australia, and North America, that's it, and England. But every now and then we play this little game with England, you know, and this might be one of those times. I don't know, but we'll, you know, that's the thing. We don't want to tour for 18 months if we can help it, you know. But we will if the record's really going through the
But it
roof.
must be almost impossible to guess room sizes. Somewhere there is an agent. I mean, because of...
Yeah, but we see in Canada, like we set a record there, you know, for the selling out our shows. Like we sold out 2 nights. It was originally 1 night, but it sold out in under a minute, and the second show sold out in under 50 seconds or something like that. So in under 2 minutes, we sold.
How does that happen?
It's because it's online. I
Yeah,
know
it's
it's
online.
Ticketmaster.
And obviously you're from Canada, so that was a big territory
So
show.
yeah, I mean, then they were even like there was so much demand that we could have moved that show, for example. That's those 2 shows that are going to probably hold 8,000 people into an arena that holds 15 to 20 like that, and still packed it. But we want to save that sort of energy for the second leg of the tour.
Yeah.
Once we've had 2 or 3 singles out, and then then we're good.
This first sort of 5-week run we're doing through North America was kind of just the test, really testing ground to see, just to see how we received, because we had to put it on sale before the single was out. You know what I mean? So our agent, who's been with us for years, great guy, Keith Nesbitt. He just thought, well, we'll do theatres and larger theatres and see how it goes. And of course, as Fatty said, I mean, everywhere it just kind of went bang.
And some places we've had to change venues. Yeah, already we've had to switch venues just to make it bigger.
Well, I wish you all the luck.
Yeah,
thanks. Love to see you all again. Tim,
Thanks for having me.
JD, and Kirk.
Thanks, mate.
Half of an excess.